My total profit for the week last week. Guys, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be going through what I earned this week, or last week, sorry, breaking down eBay, Vinted, what obviously postage costs and bits and pieces, and then what the final amount was. I'd like to be transparent with you guys. I will be doing a video later on about what I actually do with the money. I don't just spend it or anything like that. I've got like a structure to it and everything like that. First, what I'm going to do is go through some pickups that I've picked up this week, boot sale and charity shops, and also a couple of sales. Mainly what I've had today. I've already sent out some other bits, so I'll just do a few of the sales from today and yesterday with you. So yeah, hey guys, so so first pickup, I actually picked these up on the boot sale on Saturday. It's a pair of these Crocs. Now, they're Rick and Morty Crocs. Now, I don't think these are actually a limited edition. I think these are just the Crocs that I bought, and then you can like put these little attachments on. Still pretty cool though. Lady wanted £3 for them, so I bought them. So yeah, they're up for about 20 odd quid. So Crocs usually sell really well, especially this time of the year. With summer coming up, so yeah, people like to wear these. I don't personally. I think they feel horrible on your feet, but yeah. So yeah, they were picked up as a good pickup. Today I went to a charity shop. I picked up this. I didn't want to pick it up at first. It was a bit bulky, a bit big, but I decided to. So it's a 2014 Lego Castle Shield. See, I now paid £3 for it. I don't really know an awful lot about it. It comes with a sword on the back as well. I'd had a look up. They're worth about 20 odd quid, I think. The fact that they're a bit old and sort of retro now, they're nearly 10 years old. So it's got a couple of marks and bits and pieces there. So I think that's gonna sell okay. Anyone knows anything about it, put it in the comments. So yeah, that should be a good sale. Right, another pickup today was this Frozen mug, Disney Frozen mug. Mugs tends to sell well, to be honest. Yeah, I mean you don't get massive money for them. I get £12 for them, but you don't tend to pay a lot for them either, especially at boot sales. People let them go for the 50p range. They're a bit of a pain, breakages and stuff, but if you pack them well, you shouldn't have any issues. But I've had it where I've packed it really well, and Yoda was still managed to smash it. So it's a bit of a pain, but yeah, they're worth taking the chance, to be honest. And who doesn't like a big mug? So yeah, that was another pickup. At the boot sale on Saturday as well, I also managed to pick up this Dunlop squash racket. I actually picked up two. The other one was a bit better than this one. It was a Dunlop Black Storm. I like that, so it's a pretty good version of it. And it was that sold for £29.99. I paid £3 each for these. This one is just as nice, nice and light. And I find rackets sell really well, tennis, badminton and squash, to be honest. Especially some of the older ones, they just tend to get good money. I'd like to say I had that sale on that that head one a few weeks ago. Yeah, you just honestly you can get some real good money in rackets. So especially if they got a good grip on them, that's got a Babolat grip. So that's been done professionally. So yeah, that's obviously when you're buying rackets, always look for the condition, especially around the head, because obviously people hit them against walls and things like that, and sometimes you can get cracks and stuff, and I have had sort of returns, so yeah, I want to be careful with that. Right, at the boot sale last Saturday, I didn't actually get the footage. I've run out of space on my phone, so I'm going to be getting a GoPro soon, so that should solve that problem. But I actually picked up these. Now, if you're into RC cars, these are a really good make of battery. They're Spectrum, so they're smart batteries. So you plug them into a charger, press one button, and it sorts everything out for you. It'll charge it all properly, and it'll balance all the phases and everything like that. So these are really expensive batteries. And the guy, he said he bought them for his remote control boat, but he didn't realise that the connection on the end was the wrong connection. I said, well, I'll be honest with him. I said, you can't just change the end connection. I said, I'll sell them on my other store. And he said he couldn't be bothered, so that's fair enough. So he actually let me have both of these for £20. Now these actually sell for up to 55 each, so there should be a very good markup on these. I was tempted to keep them because I've actually got, I don't know if you can see there, I've actually got my own RC boat there, and these would be the perfect batteries for that. So I was tempted to keep them, but I've actually got too many batteries myself, so I'll probably just sell them and take the profit on that. So yeah, these should sell quite well. Hopefully, they haven't even been used. Literally the other one. Oh, I've taped them back up. But no, literally, like all the foam inside and everything is all intact, and they haven't ever been charged. So that was really good. Right. So, eBay, literally half an hour ago, I've sold the Tommy Mr. Money. Now, this is from the 80s, a brilliant little toy. What you used to do, you put your coin on the top there, press the button, and he basically eats the coin. He moves up and down, and his eyes go all funny and all that. And then he just tips the coin into his mouth, and then, yeah, you save it. Unfortunately, it hasn't got the battery cover. I lost that, but it shouldn't be a big problem, like I say. But if it did have the battery cover, they go for about 70 quid. But I actually got £39.99 on this. Paid £3 at a boot sale, so that's another good markup. But yeah, no, I do remember this from back in the day. It was a great toy, actually brilliant toy. So yeah, that was one of them. Next one. Another vintage toy is this bear. So this is from the what are they called? Heart to Heart bear. So I think they used to have a heart inside. I'm not sure where. But yeah, it used to beat. So oh yeah, look, so open up on the side here. And yeah, you used to just basically just pulse and used to get like a beat on it. So yeah, so that was another sale. That was quite good. So I've got £15 for that. I think I paid £1 at the boot sale. So that was another good one. Yeah. And last one is on Vinted. So this is a pair of, this wasn't a very big markup, but this was, I just wanted to get rid of them really. A pair of Nike England kids tracksuit bottoms. And they were size medium, 137 to 147 centimetre tracksuit bottoms. So yeah, they sold for £2. I think I paid 50p for them. It's not a great markup, but I'm just looking to get rid of clothes now. I'm fed up with dealing with clothes. They're quite annoying. So yeah, that was some of the sales I've had. That was today and yesterday. I've also got, this is another pickup while I'm here. Some vintage Adidas top. So this is from 2003. So that's over 20 odd years old, that, but great condition. And the guy only wanted £2 for it. It's got a bit of missing on the zip there, but I mean, yeah, for 20 odd years, that is a great condition. So I was really happy with that. So yeah, I mean, I haven't listed it yet, but I should get somewhere in the region of 15 to 20 for that. So that'll make me happy. So right, the moment you've all been waiting for, guys. I like to be transparent and you know and tell you what I earn. I'm not going to do this every week. Just want to let you know roughly what I've earned. So starting with Vinted, this week the total sales was £165.23. And basically I've worked out what I paid on each item to achieve that, and it was actually only £35. So which means my profit on Vinted for the week was £135.23. Not bad for Vinted. I tend to sell a little bit on eBay. I'll go on to that in a minute. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. I'm not gonna quibble with that at all. Obviously, you don't pay fees on Vinted. So the only outgoing is is what you actually pay for the item, and then what you pay for you keep. So that's what I love about Vinted. It's so simple. You can work out your profit margins very easily. Right, on eBay. So I actually had a really good week. This doesn't happen every week. So this is a bit of a freak week, to be honest, but I actually had gross sales of £582.36. So I was very, very happy with that. Things with eBay, you do take postage off if you haven't charged for postage, which I don't. I like to put my items as free postage, just find they sell a bit better. So I actually paid £71.50 in postage, and roughly around £36 for the items. I think it was a bit more. I lost what I paid on a couple of items, so call it £36. Is actually what I paid for the items, and then eBay, obviously being eBay, you have to pay fees. So I actually paid £87.30 in fees, which meant my total net profit on eBay was £387.56 for the week. So if you add my eBay and vinted together, so that's £387.56 for eBay and £135.23 for vinted, my total profit for the week last week was £522.79. So like I say, that is a good week, to be honest. This is only a side hustle for me. So, you know, it's not going to be like that every week. Sometimes it's more than that. I've had more than that, but I've also had a lot less. But yeah, I've been trying to knuckle down, get some listings done. Obviously, the more listings you do, guys, the more you're going to sell. I tend to try and get 5 done a day if I can. If I can't, then, you know, I find that sort of sales are affected. I'm a great believer, and what I like to do as well is end items and then sell similar. I find that works as well. Yeah, so, and in vinted the same. I use Vendu to do cross listing. I find cross listing is really good because I can do the item on eBay first, so I can do my 5 listings, and then probably with Vendu it will take me 5 minutes to do 5 cross listings onto vinted. So that way it saves a lot of time, and it also automatically takes off items that are sold. So yeah, it's a great tool to use. I'll go into that in a later video, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to be transparent with you and let you know. Like I say, there will be a video coming up soon with actually what I do with the money. Believe it or not, I don't just spend it recklessly. I actually do like to invest my money into different vehicles, and which I'll go into in that video. So yeah, well, like I say, if you like what you see and you want to know more about what I do, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.